Sarah, thank you for this.
That's all right.
For being number 4 out of 5. So this again, as I said to you before, is just like to show people how different coaching works
Mm-hmm.
and how differently I work and why it is, a fairly big game changer in the way that people actually do, provide high performance or moving forward or getting unstuck, whatever it is, right? So we're just going to get straight into it. What are some of the things that you're struggling with in life right now? Where were you stuck?
So I've got 2 main things.
Yep.
Probably my job.
Yep.
So I'm kind of stuck. I don't love my job, but it pays really well.
Oh, that old one, right?
Which
Yes.
I think probably a lot of people struggle with.
Yeah.
And another thing is probably my relationship as well. Me and my partner are meant to be getting married later this year.
Yep.
And yeah, we're just a bit different in some things.
Okay. All right. So let's tackle the big one first. Let's tackle the relationship side of things, because and the work stuff will feed into that, right?
Yeah.
So tell us about, your previous relationships,
Mm-hmm.
what's happened in those,
Mm-hmm.
how you sort of felt in what's happened with those, whether you left it or they've left you or anything like that, or if you may not have previous relationships, don't know, all right? We'll go some of your history about who you think you are, and then we will, sort of help you unfold what's happened to where you get to. So start with, just a bit about your history.
Yeah, so I was in a 6-year relationship when I was a lot younger, and then kind of just fell out of love. And then I was single for 8 years, really wanted like the house, the kid, the marriage, all of that.
8 years is a long time.
Yeah. And
was that by choice, or were you sort of just...
Not really. I just, I liked being single for a few years, and I really wanted to find someone, and I did a lot of dating and just a lot of duds.
Yeah.
Couldn't really find anyone that, I got along well with and could see a future with.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to just I wanted to start dating someone that I could see like the rest of my life with.
Yeah.
So, from 21 to 29, I was, single, looking for someone, really wanted like the house, the kids, marriage. And then, I was doing kickboxing for a long time and came across my partner.
Yeah.
I didn't really think much of him when I saw him because he had...
We grow on you, man. We do grow on you. Yeah.
He's got 2 kids, and that was always a deal breaker for me. I didn't really want to date someone that had kids because that's obviously a big responsibility to take on.
Yeah.
And then he said, just let me take you out on one date. Let's just give it a go. And I thought, what have I got to lose?
Yeah.
I'll give it a go. And then, we got along really well, and
the
rest is history.
Cool. All right. How those previous relationships in itself, what happened in that? What was the reason for that you sort of just fell out of love?
I don't know, it kind of just got a bit boring, and it was, I know that sounds really horrible, but I don't know, it just wasn't fun anymore. It just kind of felt like in the end it was just kind of like living with a housemate, and I just...
Was it fairly amicable split in the end, or was there... Did you call it off?
I called it off.
Right, okay.
Because he still wanted the relationship, but I just fell out of love, so decided to go my different way.
All right. So tell us a bit about your history and how you're brought up, and a bit about who you think you are and all that kind of stuff, right? So
I had a really good upbringing.
Yep.
I've come from a really good family, but there was a lot of mental health on my mum's side, and there was a lot that got hidden that us kids didn't know about, but we've later found out as adults. So a lot of depression with mum. I've grown up with that mentality that you kind of, if you've got an issue, you kind of keep it to yourself. You don't really talk about it. So our family, we love each other so much, but we don't talk about things. Yep. So we don't really know what's going on. Personal things. That's going on. So.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So growing up, you were quite happy.
Yeah.
You know, no real trauma, nothing really happened. You were, okay, right. So tell us about where you're at right now with the relationship and the 2 of you guys.
Yeah, so he's got his 2 kids. We've also had a baby together, so we've got a 1-year-old together.
Oh, congrats.
Thank you.
Yeah, boy, girl.
Girl. And he's got 2 girls as well. So 3 girls. We're going to be in big trouble when they're teenagers, I think. Yeah.
You're screwed. Yep.
Yeah, we bought a house together 2 years ago. We kind of rushed it really quickly, I think, because we both were in the same place. We both really wanted the same things. So after 6 months of being together, we bought a house.
Yep.
After another year, then we got pregnant. So, but we're just opposites. I guess opposites kind of attract.
To a point, yep.
Yeah. So we both have pretty stressful lives. He's more of an introvert. His way of stress relief is kind of playing games at home, being in his own space.
Yep.
Whereas I'm more of an extrovert. My stress relief is going out with my girlfriends, talking to my friends about what's going on in my life.
Yep.
So we can kind of butt heads a little bit with that. Just because his exes have cheated on him, he's had a lot of trauma happen in his life. He's worried that I'm going to do the same thing.
Right.
So it causes a lot of issues.
So it causes you issues with going out with the girls.
Yeah.
Because he's got insecurity issues.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to cause problems.
Yeah.
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 All right. Because unless he deals with the insecurity stuff, you are on a hiding to nothing. Right? And then what will happen if he doesn't deal with that? Then what you're trying to do is amend your behaviour to try and please him.
Yeah.
And then that then ends up in resentment.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think that's kind of where we're at the moment.
Yeah.
Because I kind of have stopped going out as much as I used to. I've stopped seeing my friends as much as I used to.
So if you don't see your friends as much, how does that make you feel?
Oh, it sucks.
Yeah.
It sucks because that's my stress relief. That's that's part of what makes me happy.
Yeah.
I love spending time with him, but it's really important to me spending time with my girlfriends as well.
So in that space, if you're restricted and you're trapped, let's call it that.
Yeah.
How do you act towards him?
Yeah, we fight.
Yeah.
We fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's no solution in that, is there?
No. And another issue is as well, he's got a very high sex drive. I don't.
Yep.
His way of connecting is through sex, whereas mine is more like cuddling and kissing and stuff.
Yep.
But when I'm starting to resent him and I feel like I'm not being able to like see my friends as much and we're always fighting and he's very negative.
Yeah.
It makes me not kind of want to.
Well, why would you?
Sex with him.
Yeah.
And then he thinks that I don't want him and then he gets upset about it as well. And then there's just this big resentment between each other and we're not in a good
not in a good space.
Not in a good space.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
That is complicated.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you need to do this together.
Yeah.
You can't do it by yourself. And you have to understand that where he's at, requires a fair bit of work on his end to realise. Because what's if someone's actually, and I'm going to sort of teach you some stuff here so you understand, and you understand him. And this is going to be really, I'm glad you brought this up because what I'm getting through these different people who I'm showing is very different ways of people bringing problems to someone that sees someone like myself.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm going to give you a very, very intricate understanding about how he's operating. Okay? So he's had people cheat on him.
In every other relationship.
Yep. What's his family history like?
I don't know a huge amount of his family history. Yep. Well, his parents split up, but he's got a lot of support. They're very supportive towards us.
Okay. So, because some of the stuff to understand, what was the connection like in the family? Was there a lot of love in the family? Was there a lot of fighting, all that kind of stuff? Because what's happening is that if you've got insecurity issues, you've got self-worth issues, and you think that you're worthless, that you're insignificant, that you're not listened to, that you're not seen, if that's who you are, and it's not resolved, it's very, very difficult to have any kind of intimate relationship whatsoever.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
And this is what it sounds like, okay? He probably lacks the communication skills to have a conversation with you.
Yeah,
so
that's another issue we have as well.
So how do you think he wants to connect with you then?
Through sex?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's his only way he knows how to.
Yeah.
So he's trying to communicate with you in a way that he knows how.
Yeah. Yeah.
So can you see it's sort of not his fault?
Yeah. I want to be able to support him because he
Yeah.
has gone through a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, we just struggle to kind of figure out how.
Yeah. So if he's in this place where he's got, like, and we're putting words in people's mouths without speaking to him, you know, kind of thing. But this is where I'm sort of going with it. But does he imagine what it's like to be him every single day?
Yeah, it wouldn't be easy.
No.
No.
Right.
No.
And if you really, and someone comes into your life,
yeah,
the best thing that's ever happened to you,
yeah,
made you feel so good about yourself.
Yeah.
What will you try and do then?
To keep that person around.
Yeah. And what are you afraid of?
Losing them.
Yeah. And if you've got self-worth issues, what are you thinking?
That is probably not good enough. Yeah.
Yeah. So what happens when you go out with the girls?
He thinks that I'm going to cheat on him and leave him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And no matter how much you say you're not going to, does it matter?
Yeah. Yeah. I guess it's always been hard to understand because in my head I'm like, I'm not going to. Like, I'm so freaking loyal.
But you're coming from your place.
But I don't think, I've never thought of it that way.
You've got to step into his shoes.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he's come from a broken relationship.
Yeah.
Come from a broken relationship. Come from a broken relationship.
Mm-hmm.
They've all cheated on him.
Yeah.
Right? So it's trauma after trauma. So I'm getting self-worth bash, self-worth bash, self-worth bash.
Mm-hmm.
I am literally a loser.
Mm. Yeah.
And then you come from a divorced family.
Mm-hmm.
Now, without knowing his background again, that quite possibly...
He has previously been married as well.
Okay, so there's more rejection there.
Yeah.
Now, depending on how that divorce happened too, there's probably, a good chance of rejection there as well.
Mm.
So what did he learn about love growing up?
Oh, not in a good way.
No.
No.
How did he learn to communicate growing up?
Probably, I don't know. Being angry and yeah.
Yeah. What did his parents teach him about communication growing up?
I'm not sure.
Exactly.
I don't know.
You don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. But I've always felt like he's just that typical bloke, like he just kind of, no matter how sad or like if you're frustrated or what's going on, you just soldier on and you don't talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we have had a lot of communication issues. Like he'll be really angry and frustrated and he won't tell me why. Yeah. And I just like...
But if you had no experience in effective communication skills, what's his only option?
He just shuts down a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or anger, or it blows the top.
Yeah.
But it's all based in security as well too.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we're not making this, I'm trying to get you to understand where he's at.
Yeah.
Because part of being in the relationship is understanding where the other person is coming from.
Yeah.
Because we're too often trying to, well, you're not doing this for me, and you're not doing this for me, and you're not loving me, and you should stop, and you should stop.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to get you to understand is step into his shoes.
Yeah. I'm so glad that you've said all this because I've never thought of it from that way, what you've said. And I've done exactly what you said today. Like, we had a fight and I messaged him saying, stop being so negative, you're bringing me down.
Yeah.
But now that you say...
What's that going to do for him?
He's just going to get more insecure and feel more shit about himself.
Yeah, and what is someone who, especially a guy in that position, he's going to shut down.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like you've got, and this is, unfortunately, I do call spade a spade. You have got no intimacy in your life.
No, I don't.
You have got no communication in your life.
Yeah.
Well, no, sorry, I lie. You've got communication.
Yeah.
But it's shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? You guys need to have an effective way to communicate from scratch.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
And then you get beyond your own egos.
Yeah. Yeah.
And, part of it is to step, and this is part of the thing, is to step into his world.
Yeah.
Understand why he's behaving the way that he's behaving.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And if you can see that, then you can understand why he's doing it, because he's not doing it because he's consciously aware of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's doing it from a place of his subconscious mind. He's doing it from a place of trauma. He's doing it from a place, I don't want to have another failed relationship.
Yeah.
So, and I'm going to say really controversial here. Why did you have a child so quickly?
I think because for so long I wanted a house and a baby, and then as soon as I met him, I just felt like he was like my forever.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to waste any more time.
Okay.
Because I was 30 when I had Harlow.
Yep.
And to me, like, that's getting late to be a mum.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I didn't really want to waste any more time.
Yep.
And we both wanted the exact same things.
Yes.
Yes, we are very different in kind of our mindsets and the way we live our lives, but just so much aligned.
Yeah.
And we were both really happy. And we are still very happy. It's just we need to work out how to communicate and how to get back to that place we first were together. Yeah,
because he wasn't at the start. You saw an aspect of him.
Yeah.
But what's coming up now is you understand that his true self of who he thinks he is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is not really good.
Yeah. Yeah.
What are some of the habits he does on a day-to-day basis that, like, because some guys will do gaming all day or something like that, or they'll, whatever, look at porn. I don't know what it is, right? Yeah. But some of the things, what are some of the distractions that he'll do on a daily basis just to numb the pain?
So he'll either play games or we'll just be in bed together and watch something on Netflix. And he goes to gym as well.
Yeah.
So he is a bigger guy.
Yeah.
And he's very, very insecure in the way he looks.
Right.
Okay, and cool. He always says, like, I'm just fat, I'm like a piece of shit. Like he just like
so listen to that language. Listen to that, I'm a piece of shit.
Like, not a piece of shit, but he just always says I'm fat.
Yeah.
And he just says he's just always putting himself down.
Yeah.
So he goes to gym with his friends sometimes and by himself as well.
Does he drink?
Every now and then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not very often.
So understand his world.
Yeah.
Can you have an effective relationship in the mind space that he's in right now?
It's not really working at the moment.
No. What are you teaching your children?
Yeah, I suppose it's not good for them to hear any of that either.
No.
Yeah. And I've told him before, don't talk like that about yourself in front of the kids.
It doesn't matter. It's because that's who he thinks he is.
Yeah. Yeah.
If that's who you think you are, then that's what life has to reflect back to you.
Yeah.
I'm a fat piece of shit. I'm shit out in relationships. I'm scared my wife's going to leave me because I'm fat. I'm ugly. I'm undateable. I'm unlovable.
But I don't think like any of that.
You don't. Doesn't matter what you think.
Yeah, I don't, but he doesn't see that.
He doesn't see that.
I wish he could. I don't know like what to do to make him realise that.
But you can't. This is the thing. This is what you have to realise is you can't do that for him.
Yeah.
No matter what you say, doesn't matter.
Yeah. So how do we, like, moving forward, can I support him in that to get him out of that mindset?
Yeah, and this is where he needs the help and assistance to understand his identity and deconstruct that, because those stories of what's happened to him. But what's happened to him, he's made that as this is him.
Yeah.
Right? And then from that place, it's who he is. So I am worthless. I'm whatever the story is. I'm wrong. I'm bad. I'm ugly. I'm fat. I'm not attractive. My wife rejects me. All that kind of stuff. Right? That's who he is. That's his energy.
Yeah.
So the energy in your house must be heavy as all hell.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm sure he's not meaning to, but he's very negative. Like, always finds the worst in every situation.
But how can he not be?
Yeah.
If this is where he sits, what world has to reflect back to him?
Yeah.
To be in such a low vibrational state. And then again, it's not saying this is not his fault, right?
Yeah.
He's unaware of this stuff, right? But if that's the narrative inside who he thinks he is, what has to happen in your life?
I don't know.
The negativity.
Yeah. Yeah.
The ego has to fulfill itself.
Yeah.
If he thinks in his whole heart that he's not worthy of you, what will he do to the relationship?
He'll just ruin it.
He'll destroy it.
Yeah.
Because that validates that point of that version of him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you see how it works?
Yeah.
No matter what you say, it's not going in anywhere.
Yeah.
Because if he thinks that he's worthless, he'll destroy it.
Yeah.
And he's not consciously doing this, right? He's not on purpose trying to destroy it. Yeah. But inside of him is that I am worthless and I'm a fat piece of shit.
Yeah.
So when something good comes along like you, what do you have to do?
Well, I need to try support him and not be
No, he'll kill it off.
Yeah. I don't know.
That's the thing. And that's the thing is you can't do it.
Yeah.
You can't help him.
Yeah.
This is where personal responsibility comes in. What's his name?
Braden.
Yeah. There's light, mate. There's light at the end of the tunnel with this shit, right? I know you. Maybe you should have been here. The thing is that he needs to fix his identity.
Yeah.
He needs to fix who he thinks he is, because until he does that, no matter what you do, he's going to do nothing.
Yeah.
And you probably feel exhausted and stuff because
absolutely.
I'm trying to. Yeah. And then you can't go out with the girls, which is your stress relief, because he's thinking having an affair.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then you resent him and you shut things down.
Yeah.
No wonder your sex drive is non-existent.
Yeah. And we seem to keep having the same fights over and over again, and it makes complete sense now with what you're saying. Like, no matter what I do, no matter what I say, because I get frustrated because he's like, I'm sorry, I'm going to work on myself. I'll try not to do it again. Yeah. And then it'll be good for a week. And then the week after, we're going back to where we were.
Because you're not dealing with the underlying thing about his worthlessness.
Yeah. Yeah. It makes sense.
He needs to attract, because that story about him being worthless is just a story in his head.
Yeah.
Some stuff's happened to him.
It's not true. Yeah.
We know it's not true.
Yeah.
He doesn't know that.
Yeah.
He believes it is true.
Yeah. Yeah.
And all it is words inside his head. He's taken something that's happened to him.
Yeah.
And made a story up about who he thinks he is.
Yeah.
And then held on to it.
Yeah.
And then it became who he is.
Yeah. That's funny you say that, because when we went to a couples counsellor, she said the same thing. She's like, you make stories up in your head that don't exist. They're not there. It's not happening. Like me going out that I'm sleeping with someone.
But the thing is, you can't stop those thoughts.
Yeah.
Unless you stop the identity part.
Yeah.
Because you'll keep thinking that stuff.
Yeah.
Because again, remember, he has to fulfill the part of him that's worthless.
Yeah. Right.
And this is why all these other things about people trying to, just change your thoughts and change your thoughts. No, you change the identity.
Right.
And the identity changed the thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you try and resist it and stop having these negative thoughts, just stop thinking them, is one of the worst things you can say to somebody in a place where it's, well, I'm unworthy, right?
Yeah.
Because then they're thinking, well, I just can't stop these thoughts.
Yeah.
And then you feel even worthless about yourself because everyone's going, just stop thinking.
Yeah.
But you're coming from your place where you're going, well, I just will stop thinking that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you don't have self-worth issues. We might have some, but...
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But you've got to step into his shoes.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's it like for him every single day when he gets up?
Wouldn't be easy, I don't think. I think he's got a lot of demons that he doesn't share with me.
Yeah.
And he's
because if he shared that stuff, like, what would it say more about him?
Yeah. Well, when I've kind of ruined it from my side, because when he previously has opened up to me, I've kind of shut him down and got angry at him about things.
Yeah.
So that's kind of my bad as well.
Yeah. But we all make mistakes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
But it's also hard in the relationship, right? This is why it's very, very difficult, because if you're hearing negative all the time and you hear another negative, what do?
I get so frustrated.
Yeah, so you're not listening, are you?
Because to me, I'm not, in my head, I'm not doing anything wrong. I work my ass off.
Yeah.
I support these kids. I support you. I do so much housework. I don't have much time to do stuff for me.
Yeah.
And on the rare occasion when I want to do stuff for me, and then it's
guilted.
All these negatives. It's just, I'm really frustrated.
Yeah.
And we're just at this, like, there's just this block between us where we're just not getting anywhere and we're just butting heads.
So I think this is where you've got to be really honest with yourself, like really honest. Is this relationship working as it is?
There's a lot of positives to it.
Like you said, there's a lot of positives to it.
Yeah.
But can this survive in the current state?
I think if it continues the way it is, I don't know if it would.
No.
Because
this is where you'd be really, this is like brutal honesty and accountability.
Yeah.
Is this what you want out of a relationship?
Yes and no. The negativity part, I don't want in a partner. I don't like it's. I used to be a very, very positive person and see all the good things about everything.
Yeah.
And I feel like at this point now, it's just everything's a negative. I'm doing things wrong. He has no trust in me. It's just like...
It's not trust in you, right?
Yeah.
This is where we start to dismantle the language patterns inside you. Does he not have not trust in you? Was it something else?
He says he trusts me, but whenever I go out, he brings up, like, I'm going out with my single friends, so all these guys must be chatting to us and I must be flirting and acting like I'm single.
If a guy comes up to you and trusts you, so what?
Yeah.
But this is the thing. It's not that he doesn't trust you.
Yeah.
It's the fact that he has no belief in himself.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with trusting you.
Yeah. He says he doesn't trust other people. He thinks that other people are going to do stuff to me, but I'm like, I can protect myself.
Right. That's what they say.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a cop out for your own insignificance. Right. And this is quite raw, right? This, if he's watching this shit, sorry. But we're doing it for you. We are doing this. You're going to get it, right? There are some things here you're going to really get to. It's like this is helping you go to the next level, because solving this for you is going to be something that can be quite liberating and can be quite easy, but you're hanging on to a story that's having all these other effects, in the relationship. Yeah.
And I want him to be my forever. Like, I can really see myself having a future with him.
Yeah.
It's just the headspace he's in and all the negativity, it puts doubts into my mind. And I'm scared, like, what happens if we get married and then 6 months after that, I'm just like, I can't deal with this anymore and I'm done. Like, I don't...
No, you're already heading there.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you are.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because if this does happen continually, what's your dream for a relationship? What's your ideal relationship?
He is a very supportive person, but it's just me hanging out with my friends, and going out without him is an issue. And to me, that's like a big thing. Like, my friends are a big part of my life, and I'm not going to get rid of that.
Yeah.
And I just want someone that can be like, oh, have a great time with the girls. Like, tell me, how was your night? Like, I can come home and he's, positive about it, rather than...
Or he says, how many guys tried to pick you up tonight?
Yeah.
Like, 8. Yeah. 8? You want to say the phone numbers? That's the kind of confidence you want to have, isn't it?
Yeah. I feel like that there's...
What would it be like to have something like that, where you come home and joke about how many guys tried to pick you up that night?
It would be nice to have a laugh.
Wouldn't it?
Yeah.
You may have that much trust in you that you can come home and say, 3 guys tried to pick me up tonight.
Yeah.
Relationships like that do actually exist.
Yeah.
But it's when you've got 2 people who are very secure in their own personalities.
Yeah.
Okay? And you can help as much as you want, but you guys have got to create something new. And he's unaware of this stuff. People have been telling him he's worthless his whole life. He's had failed relationship. He's had parents divorce. I have no idea about his history throughout his childhood. But you can pretty much guarantee that his narrative is, I am a piece of shit.
Yeah.
And the weight reflects it.
Yeah.
Because the reason why he's overweight, if he was skinny and had a really good body, would that fit his narrative?
I don't know.
Like, if I'm worthless...
he'd probably feel better about it.
But if I'm worthless, I'm a piece of shit, can I be skinny?
Yeah, probably.
Really?
I don't know.
If you are really feeling that bad about yourself...
Yeah. I suppose if you're looking good, you'd probably feel good. Maybe.
No.
No?
So let me say, this is why people are overweight. All right? If I feel like I'm a piece of shit, I've got to look like a piece of shit.
Yeah.
I've got to be overweight, because that's reflecting So his weight is reflecting the pain inside of him.
Right. Okay.
That's what I'm saying is if he cannot ever be skinny with his current mental state.
Yeah.
That's why you see these people who are really large overweight, like the people on The Biggest Loser and that, always put it back on.
Yeah.
These people who are morbidly obese and they take bariatric surgery, they just get their stomach cut to lose the weight, they will always put it back on again.
Yeah, right.
Because their internal dialogue and their internal way they see themselves is a big fat piece of shit. So they'll go and recreate that.
Yeah.
So his outside world is showing you how much pain he's in internally.
Yeah.
That's why he can't be skinny.
Yeah. He really struggles to lose weight. Like, he can eat really healthy, train really hard.
He won't.
And,
because his internal dialogue has to say to him, I am a piece of shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I can't have a good body and a six-pack and abs and pecs you can bounce coins off.
Yeah.
If your dialogue is, I am worthless.
Right.
You will never, ever achieve it.
Yeah.
Ever. Because that's not how it works.
Okay.
The inside always reflects the outer. It's always as within, so without.
Yeah. Okay.
So he can go on as many diets as he wants.
Yeah.
And he'll fail them 100% of the time.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Because his state of mind is that I am on the verge of losing my partner again.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because he'll push you,
yeah,
right, to validate he's worthless.
Yeah.
And then you react to it. And then he gets this, oh, look, I'm a piece of shit.
Yeah.
So how do you fix it? You can't.
So how does he fix it? Like,
first start is go through your life, right? What's happened to me? So there's a list of what's happened. And then you go through, how does it make me feel about myself?
Yeah.
And then the next part is, what's the story about myself?
Right. What do you mean by what's the story?
It makes me feel worthless, which is I am worthless.
Okay.
Makes me feel lazy. I am lazy.
Yeah.
Right? Makes me feel like a piece of shit. I am a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Makes me feel, so makes me feel alone. I am, I'll never amount to anything.
Yeah.
Everything I try just falls apart. I can't hold a relationship down. See?
Yeah.
And you have a long list of these identities.
Yeah.
And you look at them and go, holy crap.
Yeah.
And then you got to realize, is any of that really true? But he believes it is.
Yeah.
And then you dismantle it from there.
Yeah.
Because that list of things will help. He'll be behaving a certain way because of that stuff.
Yeah.
And what most people try and do is they try and change the behavior part.
Yeah.
But you can't. This is what's happening is unless you transcend that part.
Yeah.
And you dissolve that, and you reveal the truth about who he is.
Yeah.
Who's gone through some shit in his life.
Yeah.
But the first part would be accountability.
Yeah.
Own your shit.
Yeah.
Own your mindset.
Yeah.
Step up. No more pity parties.
Yeah.
No more blaming other people.
Yeah.
No more someone did something to me.
Yeah.
You're in charge of the way you see yourself. Full accountability.
Yeah.
Raw authenticity. Okay. Right? Yeah. Yep. I'm in charge of my space.
Yeah.
No matter what you do, no matter how much you love him, you cannot fill the void inside of him.
Yeah.
And this will be sucking it out of you.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is.
It's a bottomless pit.
Yeah, right.
You can keep giving and it just keeps going straight in the abyss.
Yeah. Okay. Right.
So in this place, then it affects every other aspect. Because then you also got to feel like, I've got to keep my job now. Because what happens if?
Yeah.
I'm working in a soulless, destroying job. So what do you do for work?
So I'm a ranger for council. So do like animal management and local laws.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Why'd you get into that?
So my previous background is always working in animal welfare. That's my passion. I used to work at an animal shelter, and then someone contacted me and said, look, are you interested in doing like working as a ranger? And going into that job, I thought it was something different than what it was. I thought it was going to be a lot of animal-based stuff. Went into it, and it was not. But the pay was too good. Like, there's a lot of benefits. Get given a car, like great team. but we have to deal with a lot of really nasty people. Like, some days are really good, but other days you'll have someone ripping your head off for something that's got nothing to do with you. So I think that's why I get frustrated that my partner's so negative, because I deal with it at work like almost every day, and then I come home and I'm still dealing with it.
Yep. And so if that happens, what do you do?
I just get frustrated. And
but what do you have to do from that place, or fight? And then what else? If you're getting negativity,
it's bringing me down, making me feel shit.
Yeah. Do you think you might have to check out?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Because how do you protect yourself from the negativity?
Well, that's when the doubt comes in my mind. I'm like, do I just get out of this and to look after myself?
And to do that, you need to have a high-paying job, don't you?
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. And with I think that's what's kept me around with my job as well, because I there's no love there for it.
But you're stuck there.
But I'm stuck. Like, I need to make that money to support my family. If I want to go backwards into animal welfare, which is my passion, I'm going to get like half a paycheck, and that's not going to support my family.
What would happen if the relationship was really, really humming along?
I'd still have to do the same job.
Really?
What
would you like to do? What's the dream?
Working in animal welfare. That's what I love. That's what I feel like I was put on this earth for.
You know that animal welfare and a high-paying job don't correlate.
They don't.
And that's what you have to understand is that there are choices that having a family and having a mortgage and certain demographics of skill sets and jobs that are out there, there comes a point where you've got to sort of just kind of go, right, if I really want to do animal welfare, but I know the jobs in that area don't pay too well. What do we do? Or you kind of go, I'm doing this because this is more important. It'll be a mindset change. It'll be, and I can really help you with, you can stay in the current job, but we can change the story around, I'm stuck there, I have to do it. We can start to see some positives with what you're doing. Right? Because there are a lot of positives to what it is, just because every other aspect of your life is negative. Bring in the negative in that role as well too. Every job in its world, even mine, has negative parts to it. It's just what you focus on.
And I like living comfortably as well, like not having to live paycheck to paycheck. And I feel like if I worked in animal welfare, yes, I'd be happier, but we'd be really scraping the bottom of the barrel.
Which will then result in what?
I'd be even more unhappy and like more stressed.
Correct.
So I guess the positive in this job is it pays well, so I can live comfortably, and that's one less stress I have to worry about.
Yeah. And does the job have some good parts and bad parts?
It has some really good parts, but it has some really shit parts too. So.
But in reality,
I guess that's every job, hey?
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's just because the rest of your life is negativity. You're seeing the negative you're focusing just purely on the negative of the job. Rather than just going, because if we can diffuse the relationship, it will diffuse the relationship. The job part as well too.
Okay.
Goes to the job in a different light.
Right.
Okay.
That'll be good.
Yeah. Right. So you've got to do a bit of a negativity kind of removal from things, right? So you can. So and this is just an easy way to do stuff is, again, there are a lot of good points to what your job entails. Shift your focus to the fact of what does your job give you?
Money.
Apart from that, this is a trap, doing jobs for money, right? But you've got to, if you're going to do that, own it.
There are some nice parts where I do actually feel like I am helping people. And solving their problems. Because something that may be quite big to someone is something small to me, but I have the power to help them sort that problem out.
So if you start to really focus on that part, that will start to shift. Right? And there are, again, negative parts to your job, but understand that, with all the other negativity in your life, it's very easy to focus on negativity of your job. And because you're stuck there because I feel like I have to do this job.
Yeah.
So as soon as you get to the stage where I have to, I must, you don't get the choice, then the suffering comes in because you feel like you've got no control.
Yeah.
You feel like you're stuck in a situation which is not my choice.
Yeah.
And then you get this overwhelming feeling of disconnect and suffering and stress and pressure.
Yeah.
Because I'm doing a job I don't want to do.
Yeah.
And I can't get out of it and I'm stuck.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's where I feel like I've been for a long time because I'm like, where do I go from here?
Yeah.
I can't go backwards and lose a lot of money and like this. I don't know what to do. So
firstly, we would fix one thing at a time.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
The human brain doesn't do well with more than two things at once.
Yeah.
Okay. So pick your priority.
Yeah. As in job or relationship? Well, relationship's probably the most important.
Well, the thing is, you can fix your job and go do something else.
Yeah.
But unless you fix the relationship, it's going to be a cancer in the job.
Yeah, true. That's true.
You can go and get the most perfect job in the world.
Yeah.
If this thing at home is dragging you down.
Yeah. 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 Okay.
So we have to help him see who he really is.
Yeah.
And you cannot do that by telling him.
Yeah. That's so true.
Yeah.
Like you can't. You're so right.
Yeah. So he has to, again, be fully accountable for his life.
Yeah.
No more blaming everybody else. I mean, I don't know if he is or not.
Yeah.
But it's a fact of, right, I'm accountable for the way I'm behaving.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
I'm going to find out. Yeah. Because once he figures out is the reasons why he's doing what he's doing, a lot of it's just habitual.
Yeah.
Like he's not consciously thinking to ruin your night going out with the girls. Yeah. He's just coming from fear. Yeah. Of a pattern and a story that he's unaware of. Mm-hmm. It's just a very automatic response to him that he's fearful of losing, another relationship. Mm. But he doesn't understand it's coming from a place of I am worthless. Yeah. He has to tackle that. Yeah. And the first part of that is to go decouple. It's like, yes, that stuff's happened to me. Mm-hmm. But then I made up the story that I was worthless. Mm. Yeah. Because when he transitions from I'm worthless to I'm not worthless, then you can start to lose weight. Yeah. Yeah. It'd be nice to him having a more positive mindset. Yeah. Yeah. But it's more than mindset, it's identity. Yeah. Yeah. And it's getting beyond the people telling him to change your thoughts, change your thoughts, change your thoughts. Yeah. No, it's change who you are. Yeah. It's understand the story inside your head is not true. Yeah. And once you believe it not to be true, then what's on the other side of that story? So if him being worthless was not true, then what is true? He's a great person. Yeah. Yeah. And then how does he act from there? He'll be happier about himself. And then what happens when you go out with the girls? Then we won't fight because he won't feel like I'm doing anything wrong. Then we'll have to say how many guys chatted you up tonight? Yeah. We'll be like, hey, I'm proud. Someone's trying to hit on my wife. How fucking good's that shit? Yeah. Yeah. To have that confidence to go, right, off you go. And every man in this room, she's coming home with me. Yeah. Yeah. At the end of the night, I'm going home to him. Yeah. Yeah. That kind of confidence in you. So imagine you feeling that kind of confidence. Yeah. How good would your night out be? Oh, it'd be great. Wouldn't it? Yeah. Because sometimes when I go out, you're a sad sack. I feel I'm having the best night with the girls, and then the thought of going home, just sometimes I don't want to go home because I know we're just going to fight. Yeah. And he's just going to pick the negatives when I've just had the most incredible night with the girls. I don't want that to end in something shit. And look, and I want people to understand, we're getting a very one-sided conversation here, right? Yeah, there's always two sides of the conversation, exactly. Right? So, and this is what you're seeing here is an example of what we would do with one partner in this situation. If I was doing this for real, my advice would be this wouldn't work with just me and Sarah. What would happen is we would have to get him involved. Yeah. Into changing his dynamic and changing your dynamic, and helping you understand, because there will be some things. If I speak to him, there'll be things about you that you're unaware of that you do. That's like that's fucking shit. Yeah, yeah. Right? Yeah. So So there will be some things that, there is always truth in the middle somewhere.
Yeah.
And there's blind spots that you can't see that others may see, right? So there'll be some things there, right? But this is where, unless, and you're trying to change things, and I put a post about this the other day, right, in the relationship side of things, is that your relationship is not with your partner.
Mm.
Your relationship is with your version of who you think he is inside your head.
Yeah.
So when you change your view of him inside your head,
the
relationship with him changes. And when the version of him changes inside his head, he changes.
Yeah.
So let's just say he loses all the weight.
Yeah.
That he does all his personal development. He gets himself to a certain point, but you still believe that he's negative.
Mm.
No matter what he does, doesn't make any difference.
Yeah.
Unless you've got to shift with it as well too.
Yeah.
You have to change your view of him as well based on where he's going.
Yeah.
All right. So in this instance, right, this is not going to work. You doing one-on-one with me unless he's involved.
Yeah. Okay.
It will not work.
Yeah.
Right. And you're going to find that you're doing all this work on yourself, all this development.
Yeah.
And it will break the relationship.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it'll feel like I'm being held back from having my version of life that I want to.
Yeah.
And it's because they're afraid. And some people are afraid of this, what we want to call it, personal development, something like that, right? Because they think that if this person's going to do personal development, they're going to leave me.
Yeah.
That's a big fear.
Yeah.
So a lot of people in this position, because they're so scared, they'll try and stop this person from actually doing this.
Right.
Because if they do that and they stay down here, there's only one place to go.
Yeah. Yeah.
This person breaks and comes down here and lives a miserable life.
Yeah.
This person goes there and they fall apart.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So in this instance is, you guys need some serious intervention if you want to have a very, you get one go in this body, right?
Yeah.
No point getting to the end of it and think, so I wasted 30 years living a miserable life because I felt like I had to be there.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's nothing worse than regret.
That's what I'm concerned about.
Yeah.
Is happening.
Yeah. And eventually, someone will have an affair.
Yeah.
Because you're a human being.
Yeah.
If you're getting no connection from your partner, no intimacy from your partner, you're getting no interaction or communication from your partner, what will happen?
Yeah, someone will
have an affair.
Someone will fall out of love and then go get it from somewhere else.
Correct.
Yeah.
Right? Because it's just a human trait.
Yeah.
We're social beings. We need to have that connection.
Yeah.
And again, it's like, but the people don't own up to their shit. They live in a relationship for 10 years, which is soul destroying.
Yeah.
And then blame the affair.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, no, this was broken 8 years ago.
Yeah.
And you guys did nothing about it.
Yeah.
That's the result of that. You both own that shit.
Yeah.
Right? So, and that's as, too many people focus on, oh, no, she had the affair on him. It's like, that was always going to happen.
Yeah.
They both own the fact that they stopped communicating.
Yeah.
And one of them was going to have an affair, if not both.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay? So you're heading down that path.
Yeah.
If you don't fix this.
Yeah.
Or you'll just leave.
Yeah. And that's what I really want to be able to fix this.
Yeah.
That's why I was really happy when you contacted me. Because like I said before, this is my person I want to be with for the rest of my life, but we're just at a really shit place right now that we need to figure out how to...
I call... No.
No? That's
not the person you want to be with for the rest of your life. You want to be with his highest version.
Yes.
Not this version.
Not this version, no. Oh, yeah. Yeah. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And his highest version is ready to come out.
Yeah.
But he needs the guidance to be able to unlock that version of him.
Yeah.
And too many people get this thing about doing steps and linear motion to, all right, you will become this person when you do all this work to get to here.
Yeah.
The reality is it never comes, right? What needs to happen is he needs to dissolve the story.
Yeah.
He needs to remove the story in the way of his divine spark of who he really is and always has been. Yeah. It's already there waiting for him.
Yeah.
He's just believing a story that's in the way of who he really is.
Yeah.
He wasn't born like this, was he?
No. No.
He was born an abundant, loving, caring kid.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's your divine right.
Yeah.
It's always there. It never turned off.
Yeah.
What stops it is the story in the way of that innate feeling of who he is.
Yeah.
He's just forgotten.
Yeah.
It's where he doesn't have to become anybody. Yeah. There's nothing for him to do.
Yeah. He just needs to realise that he is already that good person.
Yeah.
He's a great person.
And only he can do that.
Yeah.
Nobody else can.
Yeah. That's actually really good to know that, because no one's ever said that to me. And I've always thought in my head, because like I feel like I've got a big heart. Like I love helping animals, and I also love helping people.
Yeah.
Like to me, I feel like when I met him, like I can be the fixer.
Did you get a broken animal? Oh. So now we're getting into your patterns, right?
Yeah. I tend to go to the people that are broken because I feel like I can fix them. Does
it make you feel good?
Yeah. I don't know.
Wow.
It's just I feel like that's just that's who I am. I just like to make people feel better.
So now we're going into your identity, right? Mm. You see your language? Mm-hmm. That's who I am. I love to fix people.
Yeah.
So who did you choose in the relationship?
My partner.
To fix him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now you've made me realise I can't.
No, but that's how your pattern lies.
Yeah.
Is that you were looking for someone to fix.
Yeah.
Because that was your narrative.
Yeah.
I like to save people.
Mm.
I like to save bunnies.
Yeah.
And animals.
Yeah.
And I like to save people.
Yeah.
What was your first relationship like? Was it similar?
Yeah, my ex that I was with for 6 years, he had a lot of like really shit things happen to him as well. And he was a very insecure person.
Are you sick of trying to fix people?
Yeah.
Did you create this relationship?
No, we did it it wasn't just one sided. No, we did it together.
I know, but you went after a certain type of person.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's what I don't know how to say it. Like that's what I'm attracted to. Like
Yeah.
That's what I've always like growing up, or even when I was single, like going for the typical bad boy that's like
I can change you.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you can change someone, and this might be a very big mic drop for you.
Mm.
If you can change someone, what does it say about you?
I don't know.
Let's just say someone is and this may be, I'm just going down a path here.
Yeah.
But let's just say that you do help someone to change. Does that make you needed? Does that make you wanted?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, it does.
So would you say some of your way you've related to relationships that I want to feel needed in the relationship?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm. Mm.
See how you both created it now?
Yeah.
Is that you'll be looking for, I want to feel needed in the relationship, so I've got to find someone broken.
Yeah.
Is it making sense?
Kind of.
So if you're inside your head, in your narrative, in your identity, is a relationship where if I feel needed, then I'm of some value.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because if I'm not needed, then what am I bringing to the table?
Yeah. True. I feel like I'm not getting anywhere.
Yeah. So who do you have to pick in that instance?
Myself?
No, but if you're looking for relationships, who do you have to find? Bad boys or broken boys? If you found somebody that didn't need work on themselves, what would you do?
I'd probably be bored.
You see that narrative? Do you see that?
Yeah.
You come out with straight away and going, I'd probably be bored.
Yeah.
So inside your head, a high value man with nothing to fix is boring.
Yeah. Yeah.
So then what do you do? What's your choice then? Who would you choose in the relationship?
Probably,
the bad boy or the broken boy.
Yeah. 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 Yeah, you're right. Like it makes me feel like I've got a purpose in the relationship. Yeah.
So he's fulfilling part of your purpose, isn't he?
Yeah.
So do you see how you're part of the problem now as well?
Yeah. Yeah.
You see how we unravel this stuff?
Yeah.
So this is your stuff now.
Yeah, I've never thought of it like that. Yeah. Yeah, it's true.
I need someone in my life who's broken or a bad boy so I can fix them or change them to feel worthy because it gives me purpose.
Yeah.
That's what you said.
Yeah. I just want to make him feel good about himself.
Which makes you feel good about you.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's why I'm getting so frustrated, because I'm like, I just wish you could see how good of a person you are.
I know, but do you see that's about you?
Yeah. Yeah. That's true.
You're getting your self-worth by someone being broken.
Yeah. Is that a bad thing?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Oh, okay.
As long as you keep having that mindset, you won't let him change.
Yeah. Okay.
Because what will happen if you guys break up? What do you choose next? What type of relationship? Who do you go for next? If you don't change this narrative,
I don't know.
You'll choose another bad boy or another broken boy.
It'll be the same thing.
It'll be the same pattern.
Yeah, real.
And then you'll try and fix them, and and when they can't be broken, can't do it. And what do? You check out and go, move on.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah. I've never thought of it like that, but you're so right.
It's a no fuck moment.
You're so right. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. I think,
So are you limiting him?
I don't know. I feel like I'm trying to bring positive to his life, but
because you're trying to fix him.
Yeah.
But that's selfish. It's all from selfish position.
Do you think I'm limiting him?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, okay. So how...
Because remember, you've just said, if he wasn't broken, he'd be boring.
Yeah. I think that's why I never liked nice guys, because they had their shit together. It's like,
the fuck do I do with that?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay.
So this is where we start working with how reality works.
Yeah.
Is that you need him to be broken. Because then you need to fix him.
Yeah.
And it gives you self-worth and gives you purpose.
That's so weird thinking of it like that. Yeah. Yeah.
This is where he's going to be very happy with the recording.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, yeah, I know.
Yeah. That has blown my mind a bit.
Yeah.
Because I've never thought of it that way. But yeah. Yeah, that's good.
So this is where you'd actually dismantle your thing about, why do I need to have this feeling of purpose by fixing someone?
Yeah. How do I get
beyond that?
I don't know how. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a pattern. It's interesting. It's like, where did it come from that you felt like that? Doing this gave you purpose.
I think it's all the animal stuff. Like, I'll have a dog in front of me that's been really badly abused, and I just want to fix it and make it feel loved.
Yeah.
And give it a good life.
It's great.
And that's like, since I was little, that's been my mindset the whole way. And now I'm putting it onto people.
But when you did that for animals, how did it make you feel?
So good. It made me feel amazing. Like, it made me feel fulfilled.
Yeah. And then what did you do?
Then I went to a job where I'm not working.
No. You need to take it back. So you got that feeling, that emotion by helping animals.
Yeah.
So what did you do then?
I kept doing it.
Then you transferred it to people.
Yeah.
So your body got used to, and your mind got used to, wow, if I do this, it makes me feel really good about myself.
Yeah.
I have a purpose.
Yeah.
I make things better. I help save animals. I give them a new lease of life.
Yeah.
So what did you learnt in that space that gives me purpose and gives me fulfillment?
Yeah.
But you then confused it and made it about people.
Yeah. Yeah, I have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you've transferred that into, well, if I find broken men or bad boy men and I change them to become what I think deemed is my version of fixed, then I get to feel good about myself.
Yeah.
He's got no chance.
Yeah. So what do we do moving forward?
Yeah.
That's where I'm
he needs to, so he would need that thing about dismantling his story, right? He's going to do some serious soul searching about his history and his past and where he's sort of come from.
Yeah.
You, by just having the awareness of that's what you've done and that's what you're doing, can just go, I'm not doing that anymore.
Yeah.
That's how easy it can be.
Right.
Once you realize the pattern, you think, oh, fuck, shit.
Yeah.
I've just done that.
I think I'm going to need a lot more guidance to like get out of that mindset, because that's been my mindset my whole life.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
we'll need help with that.
But that's in itself is the awareness part is huge for you. Because and you've asked exactly the same question everybody else asks. What do I need to do to resolve this? It's not about doing anything.
Yeah.
You can't do anything to fix this. It's a realization of a certain story you've got, a narrative that says that this gives me happiness. So a normal human goes, well, that's what I want. I want this dopamine hit. I want to feel good about myself.
Yeah.
If I do that with animals, I want to do that with people.
Yeah.
Because that's where I know from my history that I get the best out of myself.
Yeah.
It's when I feel good.
Yeah.
When I get to fix some broken people.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So, and this is hard to hear. Do you understand how selfish that is?
Yeah. No, I have not realized that.
Yeah. Because you need to keep him broken.
Yeah.
Inside your head, you need to save him.
Yeah.
And you're going and picking broken people that need saving.
Yeah.
But when you don't realize is that you're trying to save them.
Yeah.
But you can never save them.
Yeah.
And when you can never save them, you have to move on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Different for an animal though.
Yeah.
Because they're not a human.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
They actually need saving.
They actually need saving, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But you've confused
But my partner doesn't need saving.
No, never did.
Yeah. Yeah. It's good to now, like, now that I've listened to everything you've said, to know that I can't fix him, because I've had this whole mindset, this whole relationship that I can fix him. And because I'm not getting what I think that I'm doing, we're fighting a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm probably making him feel even more shit about himself.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
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 Because inside your reality, I've got to find somebody that's broken to fix so I can feel good about who I am. My purpose in life is to actually fix people.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a dead end.
Yeah.
You can't help anybody. I can't help anybody.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, I can't. I can say some words. The person does the healing is you.
Yeah.
I just give the awareness for you to do it yourself.
Yeah.
I don't heal anybody.
Yeah.
Nobody does.
Yeah.
People can't think go to a healer and they heal me. No, that's bullshit.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen.
Yeah.
So you've created the problem. You've created the monster.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
And then told him to fix himself.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he's got no awareness of how to fix himself.
Yeah.
And he goes some couples counselling and they label people, well, you're doing this wrong, and you're doing that wrong, and whatever, and let's do some things to try and resolve it.
Yeah. And the last session we went to was a disaster, and it sent us backwards.
Of course it will.
Yeah. The first session was great because we kind of realised that we were different people, and that's okay.
Of course you are, but you're both coming from, this is your trauma.
Yeah.
You both brought this into the relationship.
Yeah.
He's brought his shit in, and you're brought in, I need to fix somebody.
Yeah.
Welcome to chaos.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if you come into a relationship not wanting to fix anybody and you let them be who they are, what happens?
Well, we'd probably both be happy.
Yeah, you'll see a different aspect of him.
Yeah.
Because you're not looking for something. Because right now you're looking to find what's broken.
Yeah.
You're looking to try and find what's broken inside of him so you can fix it.
Yeah.
So all you're looking forward is negativity.
Yeah. Yep.
But if you're not looking for that, what do you then see?
All the good things.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. And then how does he react to that?
Then he'll feel better about himself and will be a lot happier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Told you shit's
My
different.
mind is blown. Yeah, that's very helpful.
This is all about awareness.
It's really opened my eyes, all that stuff you just said.
Yeah, it's all about self-awareness.
Yeah.
This shit's so cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
It runs rings around other shit.
Yeah. In my mind, I thought all the issues were him, but it's a lot of them are me, obviously.
You created the whole thing.
Yeah.
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 You chose to be with him.
Yeah.
knowing the fact that he was broken.
Yeah. And
this
all
is
the
on
good
you.
things about him
and
too.
Things that,
yeah. But you're right. Yeah.
This is on you. This is where we have full accountability.
Yeah.
You own this shit.
Yeah.
I went into this relationship wanting to fix him.
Yeah. Yeah. I did not even realize that, but
Yeah.
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 Right.
And you'll start from disaster from day one.
Yeah.
Because you can't fix him.
Yeah.
You can't fix anyone.
Yeah.
And that's where it becomes into this bullshit shit that happens.
Yeah.
You're not doing this. You're not this to me. You're not living up to, and it just becomes this projection of you're not what I want.
Yeah.
He's exactly what you wanted.
Yeah.
Exactly to the T. You picked him smack on.
Yeah.
Some of the bad boys.
Yeah.
The bad boys, the opposite stuff. It's like, if I change him, all those other women out there who tried, I'm better than you.
Yeah.
Because I changed him, he changed for me. And all your others out there, he's mine. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Trophy. That somebody who couldn't be tamed, I got to tame.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Coming from pure ego.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? Some of the shit I say is pretty brutal, but...
Yeah. But it's good, though. It's like, it's good to have someone that's brutally honest, because you kind of need that to realise.
Yeah.
Because if someone's not going to... No one's ever said this to me before.
No. When you get home, what do you need to do for him?
Just realise that I can't fix him and start looking at all the good things about him.
Give him a big hug. Just give him a hug.
Yeah.
For no other reason, just give him a hug.
Yeah.
And I accept you for who you are.
Yeah.
And be honest about it.
Yeah.
I picked you for these reasons.
Yeah.
And that's on me.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been trying to fix you because it gives me worth and gives me purpose and gives me validation.
Yeah.
Makes me feel good. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah.
But go and fix your own shit now.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Yeah.
Now you get to the stage where it's, what do you want to create?
Yeah.
How do you want to behave?
Yeah.
How do you want to, if you want to have this in a relationship, you've got to be it yourself.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
And, the sex stuff, libido stuff, it's purely mental.
Yeah.
No, sorry, I lie. Sorry. There's a whole other shit involved with it, right?
Yeah.
A lot of it is mental.
Yeah.
Like, if you're feeling really good about yourself, like you're feeling really good about yourself and you're really good about the relationship.
Yeah.
Plus, you've got 3 kids.
Yeah.
You can lock some doors and shit, right?
Yeah.
You'll find time.
Yeah.
Your libido will come back. You're not in negativity, you're not in stress, you're not in disconnect, you're not in,
I'll feel more connected to him. So I'll actually be more likely to want to actually have sex.
Well, I was on the podcast yesterday, right? And we talked about this, men and sex. Men have got no clue. Like, they don't have any. They have no idea about how to have intimacy or sex with you.
Yeah.
They just don't.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
90% of men have got no idea.
Right.
Right? Because, look, and I would sit down and go, this is what I like. This is how I want you to communicate with me. This is what I like. If you want to have sex with me, start at 8 o'clock in the morning by making me feel good about myself.
Yeah.
Give me a text during the day. How you going? You look hot today.
Yeah.
Can't wait to get home. I'm going to tear your clothes off. But most men don't know that.
Yeah.
Most men think that, women orgasm through intercourse. They don't. 80% of women who do not orgasm through intercourse.
Yeah.
Then, okay, well, what do you do then? Well, find out what that works for both of you.
Yeah.
Have a conversation about this shit.
Yeah.
Talk about it, right? Yeah. And go, Greg's right. I don't orgasm through intercourse. Neither do most women.
Yeah.
Some do, most don't.
Yeah.
Right? What are you going to do to help me out here?
Yeah.
Right? Buy a vibrator, whatever you want to do, right?
Yeah.
Have a real honest conversation.
Yeah.
And you get past this ego shit about, performance and crap, right?
Yeah.
So he's probably got very bad performance issues as well too. Like, he's trying to prove himself in that space.
Yeah.
So if there's a whole other stuff that will be on top of it. But go back to my thing is to go home and give him a hug.
Yeah.
And just to accept you for who you are.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that'll be nice.
And give it a fresh start and go, okay, right. We need to do something.
Yeah.
But something that's, you can see why most marriage counselling fails. Focusing on fixing problems.
Yeah.
You're focusing on the wrong thing.
Yeah.
You've been trying to fix the wrong problems, which leaves you in a place you're in no help, no place there. You're never going to get there. If you're trying to spend all your time and effort on trying to fix problems that don't really exist, you're shot.
Yeah.
And that's what most of that stuff does.
Yeah.
So do you see, like what I said at the start before we started recording, your example here is giving a gift to everybody else. They're going to have light bulb moments exactly the same as you had right there.
Yeah.
There's all these people watching this right now going, holy shit, I'm a fixer.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I've gone and chosen broken people to try and fix.
Yeah. That's pretty crazy.
It's crazy shit.
Never even realised that's a thing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It makes so much sense.
Yeah. So do you see, and this is why it takes someone really intuitive to get down that path, is because we start off, with your partner.
Yeah.
Focusing on him and thinking, oh, Rex, it's all about blaming him. So, no, never it was. But we'll try and get to that moment in time that you had that realisation about, oh, shit, I was just waiting for the words to come out.
Yeah.
And then bang.
Yeah. Yeah. It's good. It's really good.
How do you feel about the relationship now going forward?
I feel really positive now.
Yeah.
Like, before this, I was really I've been doubting it a lot lately.
Yeah, you would.
But now I actually feel like we might get somewhere.
Yeah. So it's going to take some work. Like,
his shit is... it'll be a lot of work.
His shit's going to be...
Yeah.
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 He needs a lot of guidance. But so do I.
Yeah.
As well.
But it can change like that, right?
Yeah.
So the moment you get it, this is why self-awareness is so important, right? The moment that you get it, like you've had, like the fixer part, and you realise it, it shifts in that moment.
Yeah.
And you start to change your behaviour. Because you're going to go home now and think, oh shit, my behaviour here is I'm trying to fix him.
Yeah.
So you'll stop doing it.
Yeah. Yeah. I actually can't wait now to go home and take all your advice you've said. Have a different mindset.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a different identity.
Yeah.
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 Like it's pretty remarkable. Like, we haven't done anything, right? Have you done anything here? Is there any steps you've taken? Any process you've done?
No.
Any hypnotherapy?
No.
Any EFT?
No.
Anything? Any tapping?
No. Nothing.
But what's changed?
You've made me realise that I'm part of the problem as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Opened my eyes.
Yeah.
And to have a different thought process now as well.
But all of a sudden your relationship's back on track now. You've gone from being a broken relationship to being, now you, like you said, you've got, there's positive, you can't wait to get home.
Yeah.
You've done nothing.
Yeah.
This is the beauty of this stuff. You actually haven't done anything.
Yeah.
That's my point I'm trying to get to. There is no process.
Yeah.
It's a story.
Yeah.
And once you realise it.
Guidance.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's unfucked moments, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, understand walking his shoes a bit, but he's just, he's going to need some help transitioning where he's at.
Yeah.
But all you can do is sit there and just look at him from a different perspective, that he doesn't need fixing.
Yeah.
He's got some shit to do, but, if you drop that narrative, then you will relate to him in a whole different other way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, in his end, it's like, one of the things, accepting things as they are, right? One of the big things, it is what it is, right? I'm not saying it's good or bad, right? It just is what it is.
Yeah.
Good or bad is a perception-based perspective, right? And what I would deem as good, you might deem as bad, and vice versa, right? Yeah. So we just accept life. It is the way it is, right? Good or bad, here nor there. It's what you do from here.
Yeah.
And what you choose to do in this space.
Yeah.
All right. And from there is the place where you take this awareness with you, then beauty opens up in the relationship.
Yeah.
Like, you can have a relationship you've never, ever, ever had before.
Yeah.
You can stop fixing people. What's that going to be like?
A lot less stress.
Yeah.
A lot happier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you're going to then struggle with, well, what's my purpose then? So that's where the next thing for you is to go, well, my whole life previously has always been about deriving purpose from fixing people in relationships.
Yeah.
So you're going to have a reset about, well, what's my purpose?
Yeah.
Or how do I feel good about myself?
Yeah.
Because you've been deriving these things from, which is why your friends are so important to you, right?
Yeah.
You get that through interaction.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah.
It's very helpful.
It's pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And again, there's nothing you've done.
Yeah.
But you've had a whole shift completely.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, I've had a chat to you.
Well, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a conversation. So,
yeah.
All right. So, you might even get round two, because I'm sure people would love to see an update on this stuff, right? Or see both of you guys involved in it.
Yeah.
But I'm incredibly grateful that you've put your hand up to do this, because people are going to see this and get, oh shit.
I hope it helps other people, because it's definitely helped me. Yeah.
Correct. So thank you for doing this, and I think we'll keep people updated anyway on the thing. So yeah. So that's Sarah. And just we'll keep abreast on how it all goes, and go give him a big hug.
Yeah, I will. I actually can't wait to get home and give him a hug.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
All right, thanks.
Thanks, Greg.
All right.